Let us we can see the methods of costing or techniques of costing or types of costing. Different industries are obliged to follow different methods of costing because of the difference in the nature of their work. The various methods of costing are job costing. This method of costing is applied where production is not repetitive and is done against orders. The work is generally carried out within the factory. Each job is treated as a distinct unit and related costs are recorded separately. It is suitable for repair shops, printing press, painting and decorating, etc. The second type of costing is batch costing. It is a form of job costing in which a batch of production is treated as a job. The total cost of the batch is then divided by the number of articles produced in the job to determine the unit cost of the articles produced. It is used in the production of ready-made garments, toys, bicycle parts, biscuits, and confectionery. The third cost type of costing is contract costing. It is also a variation of job costing. If a job costing is big, it is known as a contract. Contract is a big job and a job is a small contract. Each contract is considered as a separate cost unit for the purpose of ascertaining the cost. It is most suited to construction work, shipbuilding, etc. The next type of costing is process costing, where the manufacture is of a repetitive type consisting of different distinctive processes. The output of one process being the input of the subsequent process, and the cost of the output of each process has been ascertained separately. The methods of costing applied is known as process costing. It is applied in textile mills, paper mills, chemical works, etc. The next costing is operating costing. This method of costing is adopted for determining the cost of providing a service such as transport, electricity, water, catering, etc. It is an extension of process costing. It can be applied to all those processes, industries where a process comprises of a number of distinct operations. In such industries, the cost of each operation is determined instead of a process. The next type of costing is unit or output costing. This method of costing is applied where production is continuous, uniform, and consists of only a single product or a few products of similar type with variations in size, quality, shape, etc. It is applied to such industries as mining, quarries, brick making, floor mills, etc. Multiple or composite costing. In certain industries, two or more methods of costings are applied to ascertain the cost of the final product. This happens when the product consists of a number of parts and requires an assembly. For example, in bicycle manufacturing industries, the cost of the components will be ascertained through batch costing method. But to arrive the cost of the ascertaining the product, the output costing method will be applied. The same is true for automobile and TV industries, etc. The next type of costing is historical or traditional costing. If the cost is ascertained with the help of the actual expenses incurred, it is called historical costing. In this technique, the cost of the product, job, or process is ascertained after the completion of production. The next type of costing is standard costing. If the name given to the techniques whereby standard cost are predetermined and subsequently compared with the recorded actual cost, it is thus a technique of cost ascertainment and cost control. It may be used in conjunction with any method of costing. However, it is especially suitable where the manufacturing method involves production of standardized goods of repetitive nature. The next type of costing is marginal costing. It refers to the ascertainment of cost by differentiating between fixed cost and variable cost. In this technique, only variable costs are considered as product cost and fixed cost are treated as period cost. The fixed costs are recovered from contribution, that is the difference between sales and variable cost of sales. This technique is used to study the effect of profit and of change in volume or type of output. Next costing is absorption costing. It is the practice of charging in all cost, both variable and fixed, to operations, process, or products. It differs from marginal costing where fixed costs are excluded. Uniform costing. If all the units of the industry adopt one method of costing, it is known as uniform costing. In fact, it is not a separate method of costing. It facilitates interfirm comparisons.